of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, we send it back inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, so here we are from Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. Sellout crowd expected here tonight, all to witness more UFC history. This venue's been good to the UFC in the past. Hopefully plenty more where that came from.
You step foot in this octagon in New Jersey, you better be ready to put on a show. Because these fans understand what they're watching, and they've been around since day one. They know a good fight when they see it, and then you start trying to hold and help get out of the octagon. They're ready for the bluebirds to come out. Nice jab.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Fast pace here in the early going. Takedown defense holds up. Straight punch is good. Knee to the body, got it up. Didn't get it to the target, blocked there by Gastelum. Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there.
He gets in a single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
All right, so he finally gets the takedown here. He kept on trying, stayed committed. He told us before the fight, at some point, I'm going to be able to take him down, and that's exactly the way it played out. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Gastelum.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Gastelum's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Big ground and pound.
Gastelum's going for the sub here.
Oh, it's getting very, very deep. He's got the Kimura locked in now, but he's got to be patient. He's got to step over the head with the knee and then lift slight movements to try to find a finishing position.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Gastelum. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Gastelum's in half guard. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out. Our guys start to attack triangle. And there you go, again, half guard.
Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Stop.
You lost that last round. Got the better of you with the striking. You're better than he is. You need to start using your boxing better. Where are your combinations? Don't just throw one punch at a time.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. Big left hand from Kelvin Gastelum. He came into the UFC with a whole lot of power, but it's really been honed by Rafael Cordero there at King's MMA. Gastelum as confident in his striking as he has ever been entering the octagon here tonight. Eats a jab there. Swing and a miss with that straight left hand. Oh, a huge block there. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. Ah, that jab hurt him.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not?
There it is. Now he's running him out.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Gastelum. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Gastelum's back in half guard. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Side control now. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Gastelum. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, DC, headgear's his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. He's going guillotine.
Oh, it's getting deep now, DC.
Dude's got a fight on his hands now. Oh, he's got it.
Ooh, sorry to cut you off, but he got out.
What a great job attacking the lock, rolling to your back, giving up the power. He chose a much worse position over giving up that submission.
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Gastelum gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those.
Block that punch.
How about the accuracy land right there? His opponent's wobble chip.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Oh! Pressing here, could be the beginning of the end. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys got to be careful here.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Gastelum. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Gastelum's eye is closing up now. Not good for him. Certainly a strong front runner for fight of the night as we go down to the wire here between these two combatants.
They're both so skilled. They're both so prepared. We knew right away this is going to be a very evenly matched competition.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
And busy as he looks to improve position here. 2 minutes and change to go in our third and final round.
Beautiful ground and pound. And it looks like he has a cut now.
Good work from the top here by Gastelum. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. gets inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Less than a minute into our third and final round.
He passes to half.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Gastelum's back in half guard. 20 seconds to go in the fight.
Strong reversal there.
What a fight. Judges' scorecards will be needed tonight as we go the full 15 minutes. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Kelvin Gastelum.
Well, Kelvin Gastelum is a problem, folks. What a combination of skills,